All right, welcome back to ARC Salt Lake, where we cover authentic, relevant, and community stories. And we have an important topic to talk about right now. Today is World Suicide Prevention Day. We're chatting with the group from Face the Fight. The group brings awareness to suicide among veterans with a benefit at the Grand Ole Opry. So we're joined this morning by country music artist and Army veteran Craig Morgan and Jenna Saucedo-Herrera from Impact USAA. Thank you to both of you for joining me this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so give us the basics here. What are we talking about this morning in terms of this really important day?
So, look, the Face the Fight initiative is what we're highlighting this evening. And Face the Fight is a collective effort that aims to elevate the conversation around veteran suicide, but also to invest and scale proven intervention methods, and all while attempting to destigmatize what it means for veterans and service members to ask for help. And tonight on country music's biggest stage, we'll have a chance to celebrate their resilience and talk about hope in this specific space.
And Craig, let me ask you about country music's kind of dedication and support for veterans. Can you go into that and describe that for us?
I can. Selfishly, I think our format pays more attention to our military than any other genre. It's important to our format, to our listeners. And in saying that, the Grand Ole Opry being the biggest stage of our format, they also pay a lot of attention to the needs of our military and desires to do well and to help our military and our service members. So this is a great opportunity for the Grand Ole Opry to partner with Face the Fight and do what we can to highlight those men and women in need.
Can you talk about the founding story of Face the Fight, how it came to be?
Yeah, it was founded about 2 years ago with USAA and Reach Resilience and the Humana Foundation. We heard time and time again from our members that veteran suicide was the biggest challenge that they were facing among their peers and among their network. And USAA said, we've got to do something about this. I mean, we serve those who have served, and so it's only right to lean into what is a highly complicated situation, highly complicated issue. And we're making progress. So in just 2 short years, we've invested over $25 million into programs that expand access to clinical health care, but also those that change behaviors around secure firearm storage. Again, very complicated issue, but we're leaning in, and it just helps to have folks like Craig here to help us amplify and shine a spotlight on the situation that so many veterans and so many actively serving members of the military community are facing.
I want to ask you about scaling resources as well. I'm talking to you from Utah. We're seeing this issue all across the country, of course, even across the world. We have service members stationed across the world too. So talk about the need to scale resources where we can get resources in every part where our service members serve.
Oh yes, so this is a global challenge, right, for our service members, and I would direct folks to wefacethefight.org. We've got over 250 coalition members that provide a variety of service from research to, as I mentioned, access to clinical health care to programs like Guitars for Vets, right? There are so many different organizations that are providing support in this space, but wefacethefight.org is that central location to refer folks to see how they can help support the cause in a meaningful way and scale it, as you mentioned.
Craig, I want to go back to something you said. You said the country music industry, from your perspective, really focuses on this perhaps more than other platforms out there. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think our format is the format of middle America, the people that build and make up this country, and a big portion of that are those men and women that serve. I want to highlight that less than 1% of the people in our nation serve in its military. So that's a very elite group of people, and our country supports those people, and country music supports our country. So it's very important to us as entertainers in that format. For me personally, as a veteran and back on active reserve status, I actually serve in a reserve capacity. I am working with the military on programs to assist these men and women in understanding that they're to delete that stigmatism of seeking assistance. So yeah, it's very important. And again, I think it's because our format is and are the people that we sing to and about.
Jenna, Craig kind of gave his personal perspective. I want to ask you, what does it mean to you personally to be involved in something like this?
Well, I will tell you that it's personal for USAA because these are our members, and this is why we show up to work every day, to be there to serve those who have served. And there's no greater way to do that than to address or attempt to address their biggest concern area. And that's why we're doing what we're doing. Look, veteran suicide is preventable. And that's why we're having these conversations, because we don't want to see the rates that are more than double their civilian counterparts continue on the trajectory that they're on. And there is no greater time than now to be there to support our military families.
And Craig, I have a musical question for you. How do you think music helps deliver a message like this, an important message?
Well, I can tell you, I've seen firsthand and experienced firsthand stories from men and women who have served. The response, the impact that USAA and Face the Fight has had through organizations like Guitars for Vets. I've listened to them tell the stories of how music saved their lives. Instead of picking up a gun, they pick up a guitar or a pen and they write their story in music and song. So for me, it's very important to be able to partner with Face the Fight, knowing the impact that music has.
Okay, Jenna Saucedo-Herrera and Craig Morgan, thank you so much for talking to me about this important topic this morning. I appreciate it.
Thank you.